This person has been secretly testing you to see if you truly. My beloved child, listen with every breath you have right now because something huge is waiting for you. A truth that has been hiding right behind your normal days, your normal routines, your normal feelings, yet you never realized someone has been quietly watching you, measuring every word you say, every reaction you give, every silent moment where you thought nobody was paying attention. This person didn't come into your life accidentally. They stepped in with a purpose. A mission. A hidden agenda that even you could never imagine. And the most shocking part? They weren't trying to know what you show, they were trying to know what you hide. They weren't looking for your strength, they were looking for your honesty. They weren't testing your love for them, they were testing your loyalty to yourself. Because this person wanted to see if you truly deserved what's coming your way next, something bigger than apologies, bigger than love, bigger than expectations. They wanted to know if you are real, or if the world has turned you into someone who pretends. And today, everything they found in you is about to break open like a sealed envelope that was never meant to stay closed. Amen. Blessing 111. Now hear this, because this part will hit your heart like a truth you were not ready to face. This person has been watching you during the moments you thought were insignificant. When you replied late. When you walked away like nothing mattered. When you kept calm instead of arguing. When you didn't seek attention. When you supported people who never supported you back. When you stayed silent even though you were hurting. These were not random moments, they were tests. Hidden tests. Invisible tests. And each time, you passed without even knowing someone was noting everything down like a silent judge in the background of your life. This person wanted to know if you truly care without expecting anything in return. They wanted to know if your loyalty is natural or only conditional. They wanted to see if you would betray them even in situations where they gave you full freedom. They wanted to see if your love is loud or if your love is consistent. And every single detail you showed them has brought them to a decision that will shock you in a way you have never felt before, because the truth is about to break through your life like a flame that refuses to stay small. Amen. Blessing 222. And now comes the part that will make you stop breathing for a second, because this person is standing at a crossroads, holding something they never wanted to reveal, but they cannot hide it anymore. All the testing, all the observing, all the silent analysis, was never to judge you. It was to protect you. They needed to be sure you were ready for something powerful, something rare, something life-changing. They needed to be certain before they stepped closer. And what they discovered in you shocked them. You were stronger than they expected. Kinder than they imagined. More genuine than the world gave you credit for. They realized you are not like the others, they realized you are the one person who never used them, never manipulated them, never played with their emotions. And now, they are preparing to come forward with a confession that will shake everything around you. A truth about what they feel. A truth about what they've planned. A truth about what they want to give you next. Keep listening, because this is only the beginning. Amen. Blessing 333. My beloved child, prepare yourself because what I'm about to reveal will pull your heartbeat into a different rhythm altogether. You think you've heard the shocking part? No. That was nothing. The real storm begins now. This person who was secretly testing you has reached a point where they can no longer hold back what they discovered. They've realized something about you that they never expected, something that has left them speechless, restless, and overwhelmed. They thought you were like everyone else, temporary, inconsistent, unpredictable, but you proved them wrong in ways that shook their entire belief system. And now, they are terrified, not of you, but of what they feel for you. They were testing you to see if you truly cared, but now they are the one who can't stop caring. They were trying to see if you were genuine, but now they are drowning in your genuineness. They were trying to see if you'd stay, but now they are scared you might walk away. Something huge is waiting for you, and they know it's time to step forward before they lose you to destiny. Amen. Blessing 444. Let me take you deeper, because the truth is sharper than any emotion you've ever experienced. This person has been replaying moments with you like a private movie, moments you forgot, but they didn't. That one time you checked on them even when they acted cold. That day you encouraged them when they were hiding their worry. That moment you chose silence instead of reacting. That time you understood their distance without complaining. These were the exact moments that turned into the final pieces of the test they were running. They wanted to see if you would love without reward, and you did. They wanted to see if you would stand by them even when they gave you reasons not to, and you still did. They wanted to see if your heart was pure, and it was. And now, everything inside them is collapsing because they didn't expect to fall this deeply, this intensely, this seriously. They don't know how to confess that you are the person they have been praying for without letting anyone know. Amen. Blessing 555. And now comes the truth that will change the entire direction of your life. This person has decided to show you what they truly feel. They are done testing you. They are done observing quietly. They are done hiding behind excuses and distance. They have something to reveal, something that carries the weight of every silent moment, every hidden emotion, every test you unknowingly passed. This truth is not small. It's not ordinary. It's not something they can whisper casually. They have been waiting for the right moment to tell you that the reason they tested you was because they wanted to trust you with something big, something that belongs only to you. Their heart. Their loyalty. Their truth. Their future. The next step they take will shock you, because they are about to break every wall they built and show you the raw, real emotion they kept hidden. Stay ready. The story is just becoming dangerous in the emotional sense, overwhelming, consuming, unforgettable. Something huge is waiting for you, and it's moving closer every second. Amen. Blessing 666. My beloved child, breathe slowly because what comes next will hit deeper than anything you've heard so far. The tests, the silence, the observations, those were not the real secret. The real secret is what they discovered about themselves while watching you. They didn't just test you, they exposed their own heart without realizing it. Every time you showed loyalty, they felt a sting of guilt for doubting you. Every time you stayed genuine, they felt their walls shake. Every time you chose kindness over ego, something inside them broke open. They wanted to know if you truly cared, but the truth is, they ended up caring far more than they planned. They tried to stay detached, but your sincerity hit them in ways they weren't prepared for. They told themselves they were just observing, but what they were really doing was falling. And now they are drowning in feelings they can't control anymore. Something huge is waiting for you, and it's coming straight from the person who once questioned your intentions. Amen. Blessing 777. Let me take you into the most intense part of this revelation, the moment they realized you were different. It happened during a situation you don't even remember clearly. You didn't do anything grand, anything loud, anything dramatic. You simply did something small but pure. Maybe you defended them when they weren't around. Maybe you forgave them when they didn't deserve it. Maybe you waited for them even when they disappeared. Maybe you cared even when they kept distance. That one moment became the turning point. That was the moment every doubt they had about you shattered like glass. They knew people pretend. People switch up. People use emotions as temporary entertainment. But you? You remained real even when you had no idea someone was evaluating your every move. That shook them. That humbled them. That made them realize you're built differently. And now they cannot escape the truth, they need you more than they wanted to admit. Amen. Blessing 888. Now listen carefully, because this next part will change everything. This person is preparing a move. A bold one. A life-changing one. They are tired of hiding, tired of distance, tired of pretending nothing is happening. Your energy has pulled them in too deeply. Your character has proven too much. Your loyalty has outweighed every fear they had. They know now that losing you would be the biggest regret of their life. So they're planning something, a confession, a message, a meeting, a moment that will bring the truth out in one powerful burst. They are not coming with half-truths anymore. They are coming with full clarity. Full honesty. Full emotion. They want to tell you what they really feel. Why they pulled away. Why they tested you. Why they couldn't stay distant even when they tried. They want to give you an answer that will shock you, an answer that explains every confusion you had. Something huge is waiting for you, and the timing is getting closer than ever. Amen. Blessing 999. My beloved child, hold on tight because what I'm about to reveal now is the part that will shake your entire understanding of this situation. This person who was silently testing you has reached the point where their emotions are no longer controllable. They tried to stay hidden behind logic, but their heart has overpowered every boundary they built. They are restless, pacing, thinking, replaying every moment you shared. Something inside them is screaming that they cannot delay this anymore. They have watched you pass tests that even they themselves would have failed. They saw honesty where others would show ego, they saw patience where others show pride, they saw loyalty where others show convenience. And now, they are terrified of one thing: what if you walk away before they confess everything? This fear is eating them alive. That is why they are planning something huge, something sudden, something unexpected. Amen. Blessing 1010. Don't skip, share this message with someone who needs clarity, comment Amen to claim the energy, and stay connected for the next part. Listen closely, because this is the part they never wanted you to know. They didn't test you because they doubted you. They tested you because they doubted every person from their past. They have been betrayed, lied to, manipulated, abandoned, so many times that trusting someone felt like walking barefoot on broken glass. They wanted to see if you were just another temporary person or if you were the exception their soul had been waiting for. And what they discovered shocked them. You are not the kind who pretends for attention. You are not the kind who switches up for convenience. You are not the kind who uses emotions as entertainment. You stayed real, even when your silence carried pain. You stayed pure, even when situations were unfair. You stayed consistent, even when they didn't. That's when their heart broke open. They realized you were the one person who was genuine without any performance. You passed a test you never signed up for, and now they are the one who feels unworthy of you. Amen. Blessing 11:11. If this message resonates, drop Amen 222 in the comments. This unlocks the next part of the energy. Now comes the revelation that will change everything. This person is preparing to come toward you with truth, with clarity, with intensity. They are not coming slowly. They are not coming casually. They are coming with urgency because they finally understand what you mean to them. They are planning a confession that carries the weight of every hidden emotion they tried to bury. Their next move will be bold, either a message that shakes you, a conversation that reveals everything, or an action that leaves you speechless. They want to tell you why they tested you. They want to show you what they feel. They want to admit that they were the one who fell first, fell hardest, and fell deepest. Something huge is waiting for you, and this moment is approaching faster than you think. Amen. Blessing 12:12. My beloved child, prepare yourself because this part will hit the deepest layer of truth, the layer they never wanted anyone to see. This person who tested you wasn't just checking your loyalty, they were checking if destiny itself had finally brought them someone real. They were afraid of choosing wrong again, afraid of getting attached to another illusion, afraid of loving someone who would walk away the moment things got difficult. So instead of trusting blindly, they stepped back and watched you quietly. But what they saw in you didn't just surprise them, it shook them. Every time you reacted with maturity, they felt their heart soften. Every time you stayed calm when others would explode, they felt something shift inside them. Every time you chose honesty over ego, they realized you were not ordinary, you were rare. And now, they are sitting with a truth they cannot escape anymore: you are exactly the kind of person they thought didn't exist. Something huge is waiting for you, and it is being guided straight toward your life. Amen. Blessing 13:13. But let me take you even deeper, because the real twist isn't what they saw in you, it's what you awakened inside them. They thought they were strong, controlled, untouchable. They thought nothing could get through their walls. But your presence cracked the places they kept locked for years. Your patience softened wounds they never admitted existed. Your silence spoke answers they were too scared to ask. Your consistency healed fears they kept hidden from the world. And now, they are experiencing emotions they can't name: jealousy, protectiveness, longing, admiration, fear of losing you, desire to come closer, and a deep respect that has turned into something far beyond normal attraction. They tried to push you away gently to see if you would leave, but you didn't. They tried to distance themselves to see if you would replace them, but you didn't. They tried to stay cold to test your sincerity, but your warmth remained the same. This shook them more than anything. Amen. Blessing 14:14. Now comes the part that will make your heart stop for a moment. This person has reached the final stage of their testing, and you passed every single one without even knowing. They have made their decision. They are done watching from the sidelines. They are done hiding behind silence. They are done pretending they don't care. They are done pretending they can live without telling you the truth. They are planning a moment that will reveal everything, every fear they had, every feeling they suppressed, every emotion they locked away. They want to explain why they acted distant, why they pulled away, why they appeared cold when they were actually scared of how deeply they were falling for you. Their confession is not going to be small. It will be the kind of revelation that changes the entire direction of your connection. Something huge is waiting for you, and the universe has shifted to bring it closer with every passing hour. Amen. Blessing 15:15. My beloved child, hold your breath for a moment, because what I am about to reveal now is the real turning point, the moment where everything flips, everything connects, everything suddenly makes sense. This person didn't just test your loyalty, they tested your soul. They wanted to know if you were truly aligned with them, if your heart beat in the same rhythm, if your intentions carried purity even in silence. They observed you in ways that you would never imagine, how you talk, how you react, how you treat people, how you heal from pain, how you love without forcing. They were quietly matching your energy with their own wounds. And when they realized you were not like the ones who hurt them, their entire heart collapsed into a different level of emotion. Something huge is waiting for you, and their next move is going to expose a truth that was never meant to stay hidden this long. Amen. Blessing 16:16. But here comes the part that will make your heartbeat shake with shock. This person's tests were never about doubting you. They were about protecting you. They wanted to be sure before they chose you. They wanted to be certain before they let you into the deepest corners of their life. They wanted to confirm you wouldn't break them the way others did. The truth is, they were scared. Scared of falling too fast. Scared of choosing wrong again. Scared of trusting the wrong hands. And when they met you, they were terrified because you felt different. Too genuine. Too kind. Too real. They thought it was impossible for someone like you to truly exist. That's why they pulled away. That's why they tested you. That's why they acted cold, because your sincerity frightened them more than betrayal ever did. You were the calm they didn't understand, the purity they didn't expect, the truth they didn't know how to handle. And now, they cannot stop thinking about you. Amen. Blessing 17:17. Now comes the most explosive part of all, the reason destiny put you through these hidden tests. This person has come to a realization so powerful it has shaken their entire spirit. They know now that you are someone they cannot replace, someone they cannot forget, someone they cannot ignore anymore. They are preparing a confession that will break every piece of silence between you. This confession is not ordinary, it carries the weight of their deepest fears, their strongest feelings, their unspoken truths. They are ready to tell you why they stayed silent. They are ready to tell you why they acted distant. They are ready to tell you why they kept checking if you were real. And most importantly, they are ready to admit what you have truly become to them. Their next message, their next call, their next step will change everything between you. Something huge is waiting for you, and the time for revelation is dangerously close now. Amen. Blessing 18:18. My beloved child, this is the moment where the hidden truth becomes impossible to suppress any longer. What I'm about to reveal will not only shock you, it will explain every unanswered question that has been living rent-free in your heart. This person who tested you wasn't just checking your loyalty or your consistency, they were checking if your energy matched the destiny they've been running from. They wanted to know if you were aligned with the path their soul was secretly searching for. And each time you showed your purity without even trying, something inside them broke down. They realized that you were not just another person passing through their life, you were the person who awakened emotions they thought were long dead. Every silent test they put you through only exposed one thing: your heart is stronger, purer, and more powerful than anything they have witnessed in years. Something huge is waiting for you, and it's speeding toward you like a truth that refuses to stay locked away. Amen. Blessing 19:19. But now, let me take you to the deepest, rawest corner of their reality, the part they have never told anyone. They were afraid of you. Not because you did something wrong, but because you did everything right. Your affection confused them. Your patience scared them. Your stability made them question their own past. They wondered if someone like you could truly care without expecting anything in return. They wondered if your loyalty was real or just temporary. They wondered if your emotions were genuine or just a reflection of the moment. So they kept observing you from a distance, testing your silence, testing your reactions, testing your absence, testing your presence. Every time you showed the same pure pattern, their hearts started shaking with a fear they couldn't explain. Because for the first time in a very long time, they felt safe with someone. And that safety tasted like danger to them. Amen. Blessing 2020. Now listen carefully, because this is the part destiny has been building toward, the climax of this entire secret. This person is no longer confused. They are no longer doubting. They are no longer watching from the shadows. They have made up their mind. They want you. They choose you. They are ready for you. They are preparing to tell you everything: why they acted cold, why they disappeared, why they tested you, why they tried to create distance, and why they failed to stay away. Their emotions have matured into certainty. Their fear has transformed into clarity. Their confusion has turned into a decision that is about to enter your life like a storm. They are ready to reveal the truth that has been burning inside them for far too long. Something huge is waiting for you, and their confession will change the direction of your story forever. Amen. Blessing 21:21. My beloved child, what I'm about to reveal now is the explosion point, the moment where the truth becomes too heavy for them to carry and too loud for the universe to keep quiet. This person who tested you, observed you, analyzed you, doubted you, admired you, feared you, has finally reached the breaking point. They are emotionally exhausted from pretending they don't care. They are mentally drained from acting like they're unaffected. They are spiritually overwhelmed by how deeply they have fallen for you without meaning to. They thought they were controlling the situation, but now the situation controls them. They thought they were studying you, but now they cannot study anything except their feelings for you. Something huge is waiting for you, and it's wrapped inside the confession they can no longer hold back. Amen. Blessing 22:22. Let me take you inside their mind right now, the place where their hidden thoughts have been crashing into each other like waves. They are questioning everything. Why did I push them away? Why did I test someone who was only trying to love me? What if I lose them before I express what I feel? Why did I act cold when all I wanted was closeness? What if they think I don't care at all? Every one of these questions is burning them from the inside. They tested you to protect their heart, but now they are hurting because they realized you were the one person who never deserved to be doubted. They replay your kindness in their head. They replay your patience. They replay your understanding. They replay your loyalty. And each memory hits them harder because now they know, they should have cherished you instead of testing you. Your energy has left a mark they can't erase. Your presence has become a need they cannot hide behind silence anymore. Amen. Blessing 23:23. Now brace yourself, because this is the part where the universe shifts. This person is preparing to come forward, not with excuses, not with half-truths, not with manipulation, but with a raw, real confession that comes straight from the deepest part of their soul. They know this moment will change everything. They know once they speak, nothing will ever return to how it was. They are ready to tell you what they truly feel. They are ready to admit why they acted distant. They are ready to reveal the emotions they hid behind logic and fear. They are ready to show you the truth that has been suffocating them. A message, a call, a confrontation, an unplanned meeting, something is being prepared by destiny.